Thank you, everybody. Look, a few things. On Tuesday last week, I was at what turned out to be a candidate forum, and one of the questions that was asked from the audience was, what are your policies on coal seam gas mining in the catchment and longwall mining in the catchment? The Liberal candidate, Phil Clifford, now may I say, Keira actually goes right up to the dam, actually goes into the dam area. So this electorate, well, I'm sharing it with Wallandilly. So Phil Clifford had no idea. He had no idea. He said, I'll have to look in my notes for that one. And then he said, I'm sure they'll do the right thing. And I wasn't so sure. At the end, he actually found his notes and he said, anybody who wants to come, they can come and look at the notes afterwards. So I thought that really, considering he's been a candidate before, he had no excuse for not knowing what the Liberal policies were. Or did he know and he didn't want to tell? Then we had Ryan Park. Now I must commend Ryan Park for working very hard with the Stop Coal Seam Gas people, and even Greg over here saying he is against coal seam gas. But he completely avoided the question when it came to longwall mining in the catchment. He actually passed it on to me as if he'd finished speaking, and I said, I'm sorry, Ryan, but you haven't mentioned what your policy is on longwall mining in the catchment. And he said, well, we have to protect the workers. We have to protect the mining industry because it's been here for a long time. And he gave us this same line that we have heard again and again. The Russell Vale Colliery used to employ 2,000 people back in the 1970s. Over the years, that has dwindled down to less than 250. Yes, there are jobs that will be lost, but there is also a lot of work that can be created in the renewable energy industry, and we could transition and provide jobs for these people at the risk of losing our clean water. I've been asked to just mention cultural heritage as well. One of the things I do as a volunteer is I teach at a bush tucker garden in a primary school. And we were talking about the fact that the Aborigines didn't use metals. And one of the children said, why didn't the Aborigines use metals, like use a spade to dig things out? And another boy answered, because they looked after the land, and to get the metals out, they would have had to dig the land up. And they didn't want to wreck their land because they lived on that land. Well, can I remind people that we live in this land too? We have to drink the water from this land. We have to grow food on this land. We are just like the Aborigines. We are living on this land. We cannot forget that. So I'd like to pay my respects to the Dharawal people for looking after this land up till now, and I'm really ashamed of what we have done in these last 200 years, and can we at least stop doing that, please? We would like to think that this is not a political issue, but it will make a difference who you vote for in this next election. It will make a difference. The Greens will not allow expansion of longwall mining underneath this catchment. They will not allow the continuation of coal seam gas exploration. So think when you do go to vote, where you put your vote. The last thing I'd like to say is thank you for all these people who are walking. I hope it doesn't rain for you. And I hope you have a wonderful week walking, and that you get very good press and that it makes a difference. So thank you, everybody.